And here they come, your combatants. We began the weekend with 16 teams chasing the title. We're down to 2. And it is now game on in our gold medal game in LA. Selvin Davids deep with the kickoff, and he finds some real estate, and that checks in a touch.
Oh, that's a good start for South Africa, and Selvin Davids just getting the lift. Timing wrong there, Fiji. And straight away they're in the 22 of Fiji, South Africa.
Tuai looking to Darren Olangi with the line out throw. Good take from Darren Olangi, down for Tuai. Blather, who was the MVP in the final in Sydney last month. With a couple of tries, he was the difference in the end. But Titu looking to muscle his way through the line. Good defense from Khans. Now the reloaded ball, and away comes Tuimamba. Loses his feet, regains his balance, and he is working deep inside the South African 22. And now the offload for Vilimoni Butitu.
Oh, he's taking a shot too. His Tuimamba does not look good after that offload. But if Vakuru Nabili with a pass in his own 22, it doesn't matter where they start from. Here's the break after the offload from Vakuru Nabili. Tuimamba keeps his balance at speed. He stops props and gives it off to Portitu. But right there, just gets his head knocked onto the ground. A nice line by Portitu.
But normally it's the other way around. We'll see Portitu creating for Tuimamba, just returning the favour there, and it looked as though Tuimamba just fell awkward. His head cannon back into the turf. That was the drama.
Yes, there was nothing wrong with the tackle from JC Pretorius. Just went going down the act of the head hitting the turf. Unfortunately for Tuimamba, he will probably play no more part in this final, unfortunately for Fiji, but they have a pretty decent replacement in Nandua.
Pass all day, every day on that shot. Blather with the restart, looking down towards Vakuru and Billy. Great take from Africa. So South Africa isolated a touch, but Fiji infringe, and the penalty goes against the Fijians.
I was just going to see, Shawnee, the attitude of this South African team. A lot of the times I like to take those penalties quickly, but against Fiji, probably not the best formula, so they're just going to set their play and work from there.
JC Pretorius to Cock. Cock wide for Africa. Coming back the narrow side. Darren Olangi read it well and made the stop shot. Another penalty going against Fiji here.
That was a nice shot though from the captain, Darren Olangi. Just snuffed out any thoughts of South Africa trying to penetrate in the middle of the field, and again, see, very slow. Other Blitzboks will go to the set piece line out.
That one not struck particularly well, and Tuai's there to field it for Fiji. A bad miss from Selvin Davids. Nanduva across the line, Blather. Northern Athangi straightening through Northern Athangi. Batitu across to the left, not required. Sevu Northern Athangi makes it a 12-point game.
Soon as he got this ball, he was just running north to south. Sevaloni Mothanathangi. The mistake from South Africa. And Fiji, what do they do with it? Straight through the hands. Watch the big man, second man in, and he makes a house call. This Mothanathangi just brushes off would-be defenders from there. None eyes.
We saw him deliver one of the passes of the series earlier today in their rout of Australia to Jerry Tuai. If you haven't yet, find it via our World Rugby social pages. He is all kinds of lit up in LA. Sevu Mothanathangi. Glover looking that direction as well, and he gets up but can't come down with it. He's the man who scored 2 in that win against New Zealand today. Angelo Davids helping to set up a charge from Sylvan Davids. Across the park to Stephen Hans. Cutting hard back in field, put down by Nanduva. The counter-rucking from Fiji's excellent. 2 eyes on hand, no-look ball back in field to Darren Alangi. Finds Nanduva, goes on the switch to Northern Athangi. Darren Alangi on his right, he floats it long left though. Can they keep this rolling here through Mbulatha? They've taken it around about 80 across the park, still alive. Mbulatha needing support, is he? Oh no, they've done it again! Get right out of town. Fiji are rolling heavy in Los Angeles.
Well, they're a sight to see when they're in this mood. A nice break from Hans. The counter comes from Vakurunabili in Fiji. The distribution from Jerry Tuai. Nanduva does extremely well to connect with his outsides. And then Mbulatha, one of the best defenders on the planet in the game of sevens. Werner Koch just can't get him.
The conversion on its way, and it's a miss, so the score 19-0.
It's been a real feature on day 2 for Fiji. They just explode out of the gates, and it's just so tough as an opposition to claw your way back in. But if anyone can, South Africa can.
It was a good point you made earlier, Carl Tanana, that Australia didn't even play that poorly against them in the semi-final. They lost by 36. South Africa down by 19 here, and it's pretty simple. They've just got to be the next team on the score sheet. They won't be right now, though, because Oosthuizen has bobbled it on the floor. Says, hang on a second, mate. And again, another really rare mistake from Ryan Oosthuizen.
Yeah, it was a nice shot put in defence for Botito. I think it is the try scorer for Fiji. Got right under the ribs. He's been so good. Oosthuizen, all the forwards here for South Africa.
Crouch.
Werner Koch and JC Pretorius.
Fine.
No need to panic, but they do need to defend. They can't leak any more points before the half, South Africa.
This was the score in Singapore last year. And South Africa rattled home to win 20 points to 19 in that cup final. And now an error against Jerry Tuai. He's human.
Big play from Davids, absolutely huge. Angelo just put his hand over as that ball come out. Totally illegal from Jerry. Couldn't handle it. South Africa comes into the half. Just barking out orders. This is where he is so good at controlling South Africa.
Bind.
There is the halftime siren at Dignity Health Sports Park in Los Angeles, California. Penalty South Africa.
Not driving straight.
There's an attitude. At the start of the half, they were ready to go to the line out. I think they look better when they actually go fast. Suits them better because they have quick players such as this guy, such as Africa, but it looks like they're going to go to the setup.
Stephen Hans finding touch.
Fiji on the line.
Just short of the Fijian 22.
Fiji, line is yours.
There's the man that gave him that opportunity. Selvin Davids with that nice play at scrum time. Can they execute? South Africa.
Selvin Davids looking for Oosthuizen. Sets up in the middle. Comes forward, then goes on the fade. Good take from Oosthuizen. Down for Koch. Selvin Davids getting it wide. Fiji offside, will come back. Nanduva hasn't yet heard the whistle, and now they'll go deep into the Fijian 22.
The offside, I think the call is from the assistant referee. The backs for Fiji. From that line, I can see them just sneaking out. Well, I wouldn't mind a scrum and foul South Africa here.
Not 10 meters.
Options both ways.
Words there of former New Zealand Sevens captain Carl Tanana. They will opt for the tap and go through Africa to Selvin Davids, floating it long to Angelo Davids. He goes front on, no way through Mbulatha. Still with the Blitzboks though. Hans dummying and cutting right through. And Stephen Hans revives the pulse on this gold medal game for South Africa.
Oh, he is clutch, isn't he? Stedman Hans. Look at this here. Sells it hugely on Jerry Tuwai, no less. Takes a lot of doing to fool that young man. And Stedman Hans definitely gets South Africa back in the mix.
Okay, the conversion is good too. And at halftime in our cup final, it is Fiji up by 12 over South Africa. Bluther with the restart. 7 minutes to play in LA. Cock goes up, can't hang on. And this is a handy result for Fiji. That didn't carry the 10. Cock went all in on the play. Couldn't hang on. I'm sure Maloney alongside me for the remainder of this one. 4-time World Series champion with New Zealand, Carlton Unna, and we don't see that often from Cock, KT.
No, he's been so good under the high ball, been so good in general play. Werner Cock, contestable there. That forward pack has really led and been a calming influence. Those two young men on his left-hand side.
Fine.
Tuifuaka into the action here for Fiji. Modanathangi off Tuai with a tap and go. Free kick here with Fiji. Dancing in and around the defenders. Fiji probing Bluther. Went slap, and then got cracked by Arunta, who taps it off the deck nicely here for Cock. Sylvan Davids scanning for options, almost getting through. There's room back towards referee Craig Evans. Now he drags his side forward. Good carry from Sylvan Davids. Good numbers across the left as well. Just as we say that, it checks the turf, but sits up okay for JC Pretorius, who connects with his fellow forward Cock. Away for Hans. Davids. Angelo Davids calling for it to be towed ahead, needs the bounce and doesn't get it. Now will fall for Fiji. Namduva, Batutu across the two-way. Oh, that pass, has it gone forward? Knocked on will be the call there against Angelo Davids, who looked in for all money.
Well, he does this on so many occasions. The way Davids is able to kick that ball out so only his man can reach it. You think just when he's going to be able to run straight ahead, it just takes a wicked left-hand bounce.
White 12, green 1.
Picked up a pair in that big semi-final win against New Zealand. That's good refereeing from Craig Evans to catch that live. A little loose right hand from Angelo Davids. Fiji now.
Time on.
With Tuai. Looking to Namduva in behind. They've got Batitu back in his in-goal, deep in his in-goal. What can they create? 95 from home. Tuai. Nathungu switching for Batitu. Bakrun and Billy lost here with Sylvan Davids. Hans runs head first into the Fijian defensive form, and Davids is on hand. Sylvan Davids.
No, I didn't get that one.
To wipe another 5 off the deficit, and the momentum swinging towards the Blitzboks.
That was a nice straight line run by Stedman Hans. And the ball is so clean. Cock down bottom. Over the top is Davids. Bakuru Nabili just can't handle it at that ruck. Here's the straightening of the play. But look at this clean. It is good, and the ball is so sweet. And then Davids gets South Africa back into it.
Okay, 19-12 the score. Here's the conversion. It's hooked. It's a snap hook off the boot of the try scorer. So the margin stays at 7. This match living up to its billing. That the trophy for the winner. Along with 22 series points. Tuai, lovely. Up high. Down for Darren Alungi. Darren Alungi looking for some support here. Darren Alungi, can he go deep in field to Nathungu? Put down, 15 away from the line. Tuai's there at the base.
Oh, green back.
He peels out. Nathungu. Namduva calling for it out wide. Gets it now. Batitu is across to his right. He steers it across the park. Switches for Batitu. That look forward. It's play on. And still with Fiji, who are going to score through Jerry Tuai.
Well, the way Jerry Tuai has elevated his play, as hard as that is to imagine, continues to do it in big moments. Nathungu, you thought he was in desperation in defence by Duplessis. Pops that ball up. Jerry Tuai, with all that experience, just waits for the premium time to collect it and puts it down.
That's such a key score, with the game swinging back in South Africa's favour in terms of momentum moments ago. And now the margin is back out to 12. We've got 2 minutes 25 to play. Potentially a couple more twists and turns in this gold medal game. Batitu now with the restart. Batitu hoping that hops hard up the park. South Africa this time around will let it sit. They need to get moving here from halfway. Down by 12.
Still a long time in this cup final, Shawnee. They do not have to rush here, South Africa. They spoke about sticking to their principles. They have to do it right now under pressure.
Kelly Arendse. Hans late to the breakdown, but Craig Evans says Batitu was offside. Hans for Cock. Drives out wide. Goes in and helps secure possession. Penalty Fiji! Penalty Fiji! And that might be the match-defining moment. Off their feet at the breakdown is the call. Dry in support.
The contact is good. Oh,
Let's go,
tough.
please.
Very tough. There's no one there.
.60 seconds to play.
Have a line, lads. Line's yours.
And it
Line is
looks
yours.
as
Stand on
though
it.
this one is headed the
Keep the
direction
pace.
of the
Fiji in, please.
Fijians. It'll be back-to-back cup final wins after they got it done in Sydney last month. South Africa with a steal at the line-out. Hans cutting across the park, beating Nathunga, going back in field for Cock. High tackle.
High tackle.
Hans. Dry. JC Pretorius demanding it out in front. JC Pretorius for Dry. Oh boy! South Africa are in. 24 plays 17. They've got to try and rifle this shot away.
You want no kick?
Really
no
quickly,
restart?
they've denied the kick, have they?
Okay, no kick.
They've said we don't want the conversion. So we will have some more play. And look at them go quickly here, South Africa. Craig Evans says no.
Well,
Well,
if you don't want the restart, I can come back quicker with you.
looking to up the tempo and catch everyone unawares there, South Africa. We will have one final piece of play.
Sub. What numbers? 8
A
and
couple of late replacements
5.
here from South African coach
8
Neil
and
Powell.
5.
In the last 4 cup finals between these two sides, 7 points has been the biggest margin.
What about Branko de Beer? Comes on straight away off the bench. Time is up. One restart, and he's got to take it. Here we go.
Okay, they've got to get a chase on here, the Blitzboks. Can they get up and get a hand on? It's well weighted, the restart. Up they go, and back it comes for South Africa. Dupree taking on, going to the fringe. Duplessis holds his feet. 6 away now. Can they score and then knock the conversion over to send us to extra time? We'd love it. Hans for Pretorius, jammed there by Nathungu, big shot, penalty. South Africa, and it might be a yellow card.
Number there, Rich?
Oh, it's going to be. He's asking for a number.
I'm quite sure it was Nathungu with the shot. It is high, and it should be yellow.
For a high tackle against 8 white?
Yes.
8 white?
Yes.
What's your recommendation?
Yellow card.
Yellow card to 8 white? Yes. Number 8?
Oh, more drama. Talk about Hollywood films. Holy smokes. 35 seconds over. South Africa needing
10 metres larger for the
7
time on.
to equal it up. One move.
High tackle. Stay.
In comes the experienced Chris Dry. Dry goes to the midfield. They work their set piece here. The Blitzboks, Dupree goes out the back. Bronco Dupree, a try! It's a try! And now there will be a conversion opportunity for the Blitzboks to level it up and send us to extra time. Can you believe it, Carlton Anna?
What about the impact off the bench from Branko Dupree?
Here he goes, can he whip through the 2 on top of his 5 to level it up? Dupree sends it on its way and it's good! Oh, no way!
Extra time.
They've scored 12 points inside the final minute 15. Fiji had the line-out throw. We're going to golden point.
Manager.
A minute 15 to play. Fiji had the line-out throw. It was snapped away. And South Africa and Branko Dupree have forced OT.
He has got ice in the veins. What about Neil Powell in the sub that he made with time up on the clock? Branko Dupree puts the restart on the money, scores a try and converts it out wide.
It is the Dream Cup final in so many ways. Such brilliant quality displayed by both sides.
Time on.
In we go to golden point. It's Fiji who kick and get a chase on. Brought down by Dry. South Africa with first use of it. Pretorius. JC Pretorius towards Butitu. Away now for Makata. Penalty Fiji now.
On straight your knees, 9.
Kanakonda, Butitu, a touch bunch for the moment, Fiji, and they'll take a beat through Darren Alangi. Now he opens up towards the hard-running Tuivuaka. Touch isolated, the bodies arrive to secure possession. Not much doing wide left for Fiji. Tambu buries his head in towards Dry, and they're up to it. And they counter hard, and they force the turnover here. The Blitzboks, Hans, away for Branko Dupree, who's set up this run of extra time. Now they come midfield. And looking dangerous too. South Africa, desperate defence there from Tuivuaka, who will break first. Passes loose over the top for Dry. Dry. Offloading well in contact. Good work across the line. They've done it. South Africa have done it. The miracle comeback is complete. They've repeated Singapore in Los Angeles. Back from 19 down to grab it in extra time. Oh, mama. Here they go, the Blitzboks on time, in extra time, in LA. The gold is theirs at the HSBC USA Sevens.